Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. Starting here pretty much right where I left off, just on the other side of the river, looking at the start of the mansion build. I made a lot of progress on this in the last episode. Now it is not close, it is not even close to done. I still got a long ways to go and not a lot of materials left. But I'm going to do some grinding over there at the tree farm, and probably chop down some trees around here. Actually, I think I should have enough dark oak. Yeah, I should have plenty of dark oak, but I'll need to farm up some spruce. But in the last episode, we got the entire first layer of this build complete, and that was a lot of work, but it was definitely very, very much worth it. It looks very, very good. And so my goal for this episode is to get the entire exterior complete. I don't know if that's possible, but that is my goal. So it'll look a bit like that. I'll just have a chunk there and then bring the roof up to meet it, and that's it. Which shouldn't be too difficult, but I don't know, because I haven't built it in survival before. But that is my goal for today's episode. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get right into it, and I'm going to start cracking on building right away. Okay, progress has been made. Trees have been chopped down, wood collected, and roofs built. So, for the two sections that only have one floor, this section and the longer section on that side, I built up the roof. So I've got the small little roof here with the fireplace connecting to the rest of the room. And I've got the roof over here for the long side. It really ties these sides together well, and it gives me a place to work off of when I do the center. But it's a simple roof, just some stairs and some wood. And then I started the border of what this roof will be when the build is further along. And then I've got this smaller roof over here with the chimney with it. Just a campfire behind some trapdoors that I almost killed myself on by accident. But yeah, so just two small roofs. So those sections of the build are completely done, all except for the interior, of course. So all I have left to do is the front and back of the main area. That is all that's left. And I'm going to get working on it right away because I want to see if I can get that done. But yeah, this is what it looks like from the inside, just a bit plain. So yeah, I'm going to get working on the final section, and I'll see how much I can do. I'm almost there. I've got the entire front and back facades done. All I need to do now is build up the roof and throw on the sides, and that's it for the exterior of the build. I'm on the last legs of this build. But yeah, I've got both the facades in place for the front and the back. Once I throw on the roof, I can get the sides in place properly. There, and then there'll be up there and up there. But yeah, it looks kind of weird that the rest of the build just looks a tad wrong. Just looks naked, weird shaped, but it'll look better with the roof. But yeah, so I've got that area all done and dusted. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it, and I've definitely got a fair amount of work ahead of me. So I want to complete this build in this episode, and I think I'm well on my way to be able to finishing this build, and I'll probably even be able to do some of the interior this episode as well if I have time. But I'm definitely going to be able to get the exterior finished because I'm almost done, just a little bit more to go, and I still have some trees over there to harvest if I need more wood. So yeah, that's very good, and I'm going to just hop right back on building, just working hard and working harder. at long last, it's finally done. I've got the entire exterior of the build completed, and frankly, I love it. I love how it looks just nestled in that hillside. I love how it kind of blends in with the biome, but not too much, and I love how it looks. I think it looks absolutely stunning right here. And there's a really good angle from a bit further away that I'd like to show as well. Okay, I need to do some lighting up before I do anything. Hey, that's rude. I forgot, I can't do that. Why am I so bad at aiming? There we go, okay. So we need to light this up quick, but what I was trying to say was it's not exactly stunning on the inside. Not the picture beauty. It's not even symmetrical. But from... What? Was there an arrow on the door and I just shot myself with the door? Seems legit. But yeah, I absolutely love how this looks from the outside. And there is one angle I want to show off quick. From far away, like the further you get, the better it looks, because it's just this massive build nestled in the hillside, and I absolutely love how this turned out. I'm so glad this worked, and I'm so glad I took the time to do this so early on. And I'm really glad I didn't pick a different one, because I had a couple ideas in mind for the build, and I'm really glad I chose this one. But yeah, so from up here, which is where I've been farming up my spruce, it looks so nice, just nestled in the hillside over there, just out of render distance, just inside the render distance area. And you can see the smoke from the chimney. It looks so good. I absolutely love how that build turned out. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of work on the interior, just starting up some walls and stuff before I finish off the episode. So yeah, I'll be right back when I'm finished with that. Okay, I've done some touching up of the interior, and it wasn't a terribly large amount, but it was a good start. So I've completely smoothed over this area and fixed how this area looked. I built up the wall in between these two rooms, lit up the floor, of course, got this little entryway here so I'm not jumping in and out of the door anymore, got the fence posts for future lights, and did a little work starting the area of the next floor. So yeah, it's been a wild ride this episode. We did a lot of work. Like, a lot of work. Hours. And you know what? It was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. We got the entire exterior of the build finished, and we did a little start on the interior, which is what was my goal the entire time. So yeah, I'd say this is definitely a good place to leave off for today. We got a lot more done than I expected to get done, because when I first started this build, I had no idea how long it would take, but I expected it to take a lot longer than it has, which is good. I've actually been working a lot on this, and I think it's definitely showed. But yeah, so with that hard work all accomplished, that's all I'm going to do for today's episode of Mediumcore. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.